So you're thinking about moving to Alpharetta, Georgia? Well, I don't blame you. Niche.com voted Alpharetta the #1 place to live in Georgia, the #1 suburb of Atlanta, and the best place to raise a family. Speaking of families, this is where mine lives, works, and plays. So I can attest to the fact that it's a great place to live. We're here in downtown. On this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take you around. We're going to show you a couple of neighborhoods, some properties, some different homes, and some different price points, maybe see if we can find something that fits into your budget. And then at the end, if you stick around, we'll come back to one of my favorite spots. We'll do a market report so that you can understand the market here in Alpharetta, what's going on. And so if you have any interest whatsoever in living in Alpharetta, you're going to want to stick around for that. And we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, Georgia, or in this case, Alpharetta, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Atlanta. My name's Denny, and the team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you looking for help in making the move to Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even schedule a Zoom, and we'll be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. So I'm here in downtown Alpharetta, and what you'll see is that this little strip right here, that's the original, the oldest part of downtown. It's all been redone and revitalized, but everything else you see all around me, this is all probably less than 5 years old. And so just to give you a lay of the land, some of my favorite spots in this downtown area is a little coffee shop around the corner called Valor. And if you can see maybe the top of that little white building right there, that's a brand new boutique hotel called the Hamilton. My wife and I stayed there a few weeks ago, had a really good time. In beneath it, there's a little speakeasy called Roaring Social that was a lot of fun, live music and mini bowling, which I had never done before, which was cool. This area that you see behind me, this huge grass area, a lot of people come out here and play. You can see they're playing bags right there, but my kids and everybody and a lot of families come out here, hang out on the weekends. They play in that fountain. That's City Hall behind it. And then on the other side of City Hall, there's another grass area and this little stream, we call it the Rocky River. Our kids play in that as well. And then past that, there's the entrance to what's called the Alpha Loop. The Alpha Loop is about a half a mile, and it weaves through the woods behind some houses, and it comes out at this really huge development called the Avalon. The Avalon phase 1 was probably 10 years ago. There's been 2 or 3 phases already, but hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's single family homes, townhomes, condos, apartments, but it's a big live, work, play where there's restaurants, there's retail, there's commercial stuff going on there. And then another boutique, not a boutique, but a really big nice hotel. You can call it boutique, but it's not small. It's a national brand, but it's like a autobiography of, it's called Hotel Avalon. But my wife and I do a couple of staycations there a year, and it is so much fun. They have a really great outdoor pool kind of on a roof area and a lot of great restaurants. One of my favorite steak places, a couple of breweries. Speaking of, Jekyll Brewery is right behind that. There's another brewery right there, so if you're into craft beer, you've got that scene going on here. They do a farmer's market out here on the weekends too, so all the streets are blocked off and there's people walking around in produce and arts and crafts and a lot of activations. I don't know if you can see, but along the streets even now, it's October, so there's a lot of Halloween decorations out. So just a really fun, vibrant area here in downtown. And so I'm going to take you around, show you a couple of different properties here in a minute. A little quick, there's probably 60, in terms of population, there's probably about 65,000 people in the Alpharetta area and growing rapidly. Median income is probably about $110,000, $120,000 a year, and then the average house price is probably about $425,000. Obviously, there's some that are a little less. Sky's the limit. I think the highest listing here is $6 million right now, but lots to choose from. So let's hop in the car and go look at a couple of options. All right, we're here at property number 1, and behind me you'll see this home was built in 2015. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's listed at $386,000. It's just over 2,000 square feet, puts it at about $193 a foot. I'm going to give you a little walk around the neighborhood. So what you'll find is this property is at 2,000 square feet. It's in the high threes, so 386, but there are some other properties in the neighborhood. I'll give you a quick look down here that are slightly bigger, maybe 500 to 1,000 square feet bigger. Those are going to be in the low fours. This is also a swim tennis community. So the I don't know if you can see right behind me, right down here, this is where the tennis court and the swimming pool and all of the neighborhood amenities are. And then out of the neighborhood that way, there's a really nice park that's got, you know, a place for the kids to play. There's a playground in the neighborhood too, but you know, a place for the kids to play and sports and all of that stuff going on. And still good access, pretty close to the Big Creek Greenway, which I talk about all the time because it's one of my favorite attractions in the Roswell, Alpharetta area. So whether it's a, you know, starter home or family home or whatever you're looking for, I can see some kids playing down in the neighborhood now at the other end down there. This is the main entrance to the neighborhood. I'm just kind of walking down the sidewalk, but the schools in this area are great. All the Alpharetta schools are really good, so you're not going to have a problem there in any price point, but a really good value for the money. The lots are probably, you know, 3/10 of an acre, so the lots are not big at all, but they are detached. In other words, there is some separation between you and your neighbor, and you have a private backyard. Here I am a little bit closer to the amenities, so just wanted to give you a shot of the HO or the community. There's the tennis courts back there, but great place, great neighborhood. And if you stick around, we're going to show you some other price points. And then if you'll check out some of our other videos, I'm going to do some videos with like multiple homes in a particular price point, so that you can kind of get a different feel for the different options within that, you know, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 range in various areas around Alpharetta. So stay tuned for that. But let's head on over to property number 2. Hey, and here we're at property number 2. This home was built in 2001. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 3,689 square feet, and it's listed at $560,000, putting it, I think, about $152 per foot. Now, the thing I love about this neighborhood is it's like really quiet. I don't know if you can hear that. I can hear a bird, but birds are good, right? Nice, mature, you know, 20-year-old neighborhood, so mature. All the trees are grown up. It's quiet, and I'm gonna just walk around here, chat with you for a minute. I see a bunch of like mostly siding, but I see some brick. I see some mixtures of siding with maybe a little bit of stone thrown in there, mostly shingles on the roof, some metal roof mixed in there too. The lots are about half an acre to 6/10 of an acre. So here's a couple of other examples. I'm seeing like 3 garage detached, 2 car garage attached. About 60 homes in this community, but really quiet. Right outside of here, like less than half a mile, there's a huge park, and I mean like soccer fields, baseball fields, access to the Greenway, which is like this 20-mile trail through the woods where you can hike and walk and bike and all of those things. A rec center with an indoor track, a gym. I think it's only like $100 a year. It's not the, you know, it's not the best gym on the planet, but it's definitely good enough to get the job done. And at $100 a year, it's really affordable. It's like your local rec center. What else is out there? Skateboard park, football field, track, tennis courts. There's like everything you can imagine right outside of this neighborhood, right around the corner, or you can hit that trail and go for miles and miles and miles. You could run a marathon out there. So beautiful neighborhood. What you'll see is that when we go from this property to the just to about the $1 million budget, It's going to be very similar, but more custom homes, larger lots, larger homes. But for the money, this is a really good option if you're into like a small neighborhood with nice lots, mature trees, manicured yards, a variety of different exteriors, and still a lot of home for the money. Again, 560,000, 5 bedroom, 5 bath, and just under 3,700 square feet. So let's head to the next house. All right, we're here at our third location, and we're going to be looking at this property right here. Let me swing around. There you go. And as you can see, it's a beautiful home. This is really just a beautiful neighborhood. If I pan around, very large lots and a variety of textures and finishes on the exterior of the home. So, you know, you're going to see brick, stone, cedar, some siding, maybe a little bit of stucco mixed in there. So, you know, lots of really good variety, even down to like metal roofs and some, you know, traditional shingles. So a real good variety of different textures or finishes on the exterior, which I love. This property right here is a 6 bedroom, 6 bath. It was built in 2002. So about 20 years old. It's 6,149 square feet, and it's listed just under $1 million at $989,000. And this neighborhood's probably got 50 homes in it, approximately. And a lot of amenities, like it's got this really cool walking trail kind of in between the homes, like through the woods, where you could take your dog out or go for a run or a walk. It's a swim tennis, so there's a clubhouse, tennis courts, basketball courts, swimming pool, all that kind of stuff. To put it in perspective, like this home's probably about 161, I think, a square foot, if my memory serves me properly. But it also, like if you picked it up, we're about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, maybe 10 minutes from the city center where I started in downtown Alpharetta. And so this particular property, if you picked it up and you moved it like right downtown within maybe half a mile, and it was brand new construction, it would cost $2 to $3 million. So, you know, obviously proximity to downtown matters, but out here it's a very mature neighborhood. All the trees are grown up. The houses are gorgeous. The schools are amazing. Like it's just a really mature neighborhood. And this is pretty typical. Like you're going to find in this area that some of the homes are, you know, brand new, and some of them are much older. And you'll find, as you've seen through the last couple of homes we visited, there's going to be some older homes, some newer homes, some more like track built kind of builder grade kind of homes, and then there's going to be like in this area in particular, there's a lot of like acreage. I mean, an acre, you know, goes for about $100,000, give or take, depending on the home on the property. And so you might find, you know, some neighborhoods that have, you know, an acre, 2 acre lots, and then you might have some where the homes are much closer together. But these, you know, they have they're beautiful. They're like, it's a group of custom homes is what it's like. And you have 3-car garages and well manicured lawns. Just a really serene, peaceful kind of a neighborhood. Like I said, if you moved it closer into Alpharetta, it would be 2 to 3 times as expensive. Upwards of, you know, a new home close to downtown on a lot would be $300, $400 a foot or more for a custom home. So lots of variety. All the schools in Alpharetta are top rated schools, and so regardless of what price point you're in, you're going to be in an amazing school system. You might be in a neighborhood, you might have a bigger lot, you might have a smaller one, you could even be in a townhome. You know, there's a ton of variety, some of it new, some of it old, so great mixture. So what I'm going to do now is let's go back to the Avalon, and I'm going to stop by one of my favorite breweries, have a beer, and give you that market report that I promised you. All right, as promised, going to give you a really quick market report here in Alpharetta, Georgia. And I'm sitting at the Avalon. This is the Barley Garden. It's one of my favorite places to come grab a beer. It's Friday afternoon, so I figured it'd be a great place to chat with you, and hopefully it's not too loud. Right across from me is that Avalon Hotel that I mentioned. earlier in the video that my wife and I come do some staycations, and I can see there's a Starbucks there, South City Kitchen there, MF Sushi's right there. Behind me there's like probably 2 to 3 blocks of just residential retail, restaurants, lots of attractions and entertainment. Around Christmas, this place is filled with like reindeer, and they do activations around all the holidays, Santa Claus, pictures. And at the far end, it's super residential, lots of high-end homes, and it's a mixture of apartments and condos and homes and townhomes and all that in this Avalon development. Right here next to me is Highway 400, which is the main thoroughfare down into the city of Atlanta, which is probably about, like, the center city is probably about 45 minutes. The north side of it you can hit about 20 minutes. So from us, there's, like, we border Johns Creek. These are all really nice suburbs. Johns Creek, Roswell, Cumming is a little bit further north, Woodstock is to the west, but lots of surrounding suburbs. And then you hit Sandy Springs and Dunwoody, and then you're inside the perimeter. 285 is a loop around Atlanta, so inside of that. And if you want to see more about Alpharetta and the overall Atlanta market, check out some of our map tours in our other videos. But the Alpharetta real estate market has really been hot. This area has been growing a lot. One of the fastest growing in the country, or in the state and in the country, for the past 10 to 15 years. Over 15 years ago, there was nothing here. This was built about 10 to 15 years ago. The Avalon downtown is blown up. Downtown Alpharetta, where I was earlier, is blown up in the last 5 years. There's phenomenal parks and sports, youth sports, rec entertainment. There's a Ameris Bank amphitheater. I went to the Chris Stapleton concert there 2 weeks ago. Wills Park is a really great park. Through Alpharetta, starting down in the Roswell, coming all the way up through Alpharetta and into Cumming, there's a 20-plus mile nature trail through the woods called the Big Creek Greenway that I run on, bike, hike. We take the family out there. There's wildlife, there's water and woods and swamps and open land and deer and turtles and snakes and all that stuff. It's really awesome. And that winds all the way through Alpharetta. So there's a lot to enjoy in Alpharetta, whether you're younger, older, single, married, children, no children. It's a great place to live. So the market recap. Right now there are 224 homes on the market as I record this, which is down 45% from last year. So like a lot of places, inventory is low in Alpharetta, and they can't build them fast enough. So there's a really good mix of old homes, new homes, single family homes, townhomes, all of that going on. The inventory is less than 1 month's supply. That means if there were no new homes listed in 0.9 months, less than a month, all the homes would be gone. And so it's September, it's fall, it's mid-70s with the humidity, probably feels like 80, but the weather is phenomenal this time of year. And seasonally, we just came through like the spring and summer and fall, so the market's still pretty hot right now. It normally slows down a little bit in the winter, but with COVID in the last year and a half, things have been crazy. Nothing's like it normally is. In the last month, there's been 236 new homes come on the market, and so we're not putting them on the market as fast as they're coming off. Days on market, get this, days on market is less than 2 weeks, 13 days. So if it's priced right, it moves, and $595,000 is the average home sales price. Now, you saw on the tour, there's good starter homes or homes down in the 300s all the way up to millions and millions of dollars. So $595 is the average, and it is very much a seller's market. So it's a great time to sell, but it's a phenomenal time to buy, because if you would ask the people right now what the market was like a few years ago, it was hot then. It's hot now, and I don't see that slowing down here in the Alpharetta area anytime soon. The job market's strong. There's a big technology industry growth around here too. There's a lot of really great industries. So it's trending up with population growth. And like I said, they can't build houses fast enough around this place. There were 57 price reductions in the last month, which is about 1 out of 5 homes, right? Which those are probably people who were maybe being a little bit greedy and trying to be a little bit too aggressive, and they overpriced it, they outpriced the market. If you price it right here, like I talked about with days on market, like it's not staying long. It's gonna get gone, and it's gonna get gone quick. So on average right now, most homes, the average home is selling at 101% of the list price. So those the prices seem to be right in terms of the list price, but with competition they go up just a little bit. So still a really aggressive market. The average price per foot is around $187. Now that's a really vague number, by the way, because it could be brand new, it could be high end, could be low end, could be, you know, a little bit dated. Like there's a lot that goes into the value of a home, but the average price per foot is about $187. So if you're thinking about a 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 or 6,000 square foot home, the price per foot tends to go down as the home gets bigger, with the exception of it's a uber custom luxury home, and then the price per foot can grow. But 187, like I said at the beginning, the population is just over 65,000 people and growing, so it's not crazy busy or congested, but it is a thriving community full of vibrant energy and activity, and it's continuing to grow. So that was the population side. Oh, I always love to do this. This is fun. Let's talk about the most and the least expensive home on the market today, and then we'll wrap it up. The most expensive home on the market today is, well, I'm going to give you 2 of them because they're really unique or different. One has a modest home on 65 acres, and around here, it's about 100 grand or a little bit more or less, depending on how much property, about 100 grand an acre. And so it's 65 acres and it's $7.5 million with the home on there. Now, the other one, well, it's only $6 million. It's not $7.5 million. And it's only on 8 acres. So why is it more expensive? Well, it's a 13,000 square foot, fully custom, beautiful home. So 65 acres, modest home, $7.5 million, 13,000 square feet, beautiful custom home on 8 acres, $6 million. Those are the 2 most expensive. The least expensive property is single family home, is $285,000 at the moment. We talked about acreage, about 100,000 per acre, depending on the home or if there is one or where it's located. And so hopefully that gives you a really good lay of the land. You saw a couple of neighborhoods and homes, and you saw a couple of different price points. Obviously, if you live in Alpharetta, or you did live in Alpharetta, then we would love for you to leave a comment below and kind of share your experience, because not only is it helpful for us, it's really helpful for the other people that are watching the videos. And then if you really want to help us, you can watch some of our other videos. The more videos you watch and the more information you get, the better decisions you get to make, and the more it helps us as well. And if you haven't already done so, I would be remiss if I didn't invite you to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications so you get updated, and we are really grateful for all of our subscribers who watch consistently and who have already subscribed to the channel. And obviously we love you. We love all of our sorry, it's getting loud. All of our past clients, our present clients, our future clients. You guys are really what makes this happen. Well, we would love, if you need any help whatsoever, then give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we would love to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta, Georgia, or Alpharetta if that's where you're looking to move. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode.